We are using Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition. It is a free copy. Click Create a new project. Ensure that you are using C++ language, empty project template. Click Next. Give your project a name. In this case, we are going to call it Hello World App. Our project name, it is the same as the solution name for simplicity. We are saving our application or our project under C drive. I have a folder called Sesotho Projects. Inside that folder, I have another folder called C Projects. That is where our project will be saved. Click Create. Once Visual Studio has loaded, click Show All Files. Right-click your project, add a folder, rename your folder to SRC, meaning source. Right-click your folder SRC, add a new item. We are going to add a file C++ file with the extension cpp.cpp. Give our file a name. In this case, we are calling it main.cpp. Add our file. Right-click our project. Go to Properties. Under C/C++, click Language. There is C++ language standard. In the drop-down list, select Preview features from the latest C++ working draft. Go to Advanced, Compile as, select Compile as C++ module internal partition. Click Apply, click OK. We are going to first discuss comments. We have two types of comment. We have a single line comment and we have also a multi-line comment. The purpose of comments, they are just messages for humans. In this case, it might be for a message explaining what your application do or explaining a specific function within your application. You can think of comments as notes to self, notes to yourself or to another developer. They are just mainly messages. And please be advised that when we compile, when C++ compiler is compiling this code, comments are ignored, meaning that when we change our application or our code into machine language, we ignore comments because they are only meant for humans as a reminder or notes. In this case, we are going to implement the multi-line comments. Implementing a multi-line comment, the multi-line comment start with a / asterisk, then you end it with asterisk /. In this case, we are saying from line 1 till line 3, this is a comment. Please remember that a comment will be ignored by a compiler when it's converting our application into machine language. We are going to explain the purpose of this application and its full name. So our application is Hello World App, and its purpose is for learning. And then we just said created by Relay Pizza. So from line 1 till line 4, this is just a comment. Comments are just notes for humans. The next step, we are going to import module. We use the key import, and then inside angle brackets, we pass the module name that we want to import. In this case, it's IO stream. Then we close it with a semicolon. What we have just done, we have just told C++ who would like to use one of the standard libraries, in this case IOStream. The IOStream provides one of the functions that we are going to use here is to output information into console. We do not want to reinvent the wheel from scratch. We are asking C++ to give us a function that will allow us or enable us to display some information, some values into our console screen. Every C++ application must have an entry point called main. So we are going to declare a function called main. So what we have just done here in line 8, we are just saying we have a function called main, which it has a return type of integer, and it does not take any parameters, hence just brackets without nothing in between. Every function has a body. A body, you see the body of the function by curly brackets. So we are declaring the body. In this case, we are saying from line 9 till line 12, this is the body of our function main. From IOStream, we are going to use the abbreviation STD, which stands for a standard namespace. And then we are going to say colon colon, which enable us to get to see out function. And then the colon colon, we call them scope resolution operator. The cout is used to output value to a stream buffer. So we are going to output value to a stream buffer. Then we are going to use the left double angle quotation mark. So the double angle quotation mark, we call them the insertion operator. So they transfer data to a stream. In this case, they transfer data to cout, which the cout will actually display the information using a buffer to our console application. Now we are going to pass some information, some data. In this case, we are going to use quotation mark for a string literal. Use quotation mark, say hello world. Hello world, this is Pizza. Then we are going to go back and say double left angle quotation, and we are going to go back to standard namespace colon colon, and we are now calling end line. The end line function, what it does, it adds a new line to the stream. So it adds a new line to the stream. And I can see we have been using this semicolon. The semicolon end the statement. This is a statement, and we are ending the statement. In this case, we won't be including the return keywords. By default, in C++, this will return 0, meaning that this will return 0 integer value. This will return an integer value by default if it is successful. So this is our whole application. We have a multi-line comment. We have the import. We are importing a library, a module to help us. So that is why we are accessing the function there by using std colon colon cout, which is a function that is provided by by this module, by this library. Let us test our code by clicking debug. So this is our code. This is what we were outputting to our console application. Hello world, this is pizza. So this is the explanation of everything that we have just discussed. It is a simple application. We have from line 1 till line 3 in this case. We do have a multi-line comments, and it's just a message for human readability. So thank you. We will continue with more examples, and we're targeting C++20. Please be advised that I'm still learning C++20, meaning that I'm still a beginner. Thank you. The reason I'm sharing this video, it is because I believe in free education. Thank you. See you next time.